Hi guys, my name is Martin Szyllo. I am one of the co-founders of FicShelf. And well, what is FicShelf? It's a collaborative publishing platform, and we decided to obviously develop it in Meteor from day one. And we faced a couple of interesting challenges which I'll tell you about. The challenges were, how do you build a Meteor app with a distributed team, and how do you host it in production mode properly? Okay, so a couple of things about that. First of all, a few slideshows of the platform. I'll show you the platform a bit later in live. Essentially, what you can do is, if you are a writer, editor, proofreader, or cover designer, you can come onto the platform, create your portfolio, and meet professionals who will help you create a publishing team. Okay? The goal is to produce better ebooks, and in order to do that, you need an editor, you need a proofreader, you need somebody to design a cover for you, you need to collaborate. So this platform, you can upload your books, portfolio, you can start book projects, and so on and so on. But so how do we run it in practical terms? We decided that we want to host the development environment somewhere in the cloud. So we went with Nitrous.io. In one of the dev talks, I'm sure you've seen how you can develop in Meteor on a Chromebook. This is one of them. And you can successfully run a team of people developing on Chromebooks instead of high-powered Macs. We host at Bitbucket. I mean, in terms of Git repository, Bitbucket could be as well GitHub, but we've chosen Bitbucket. And then came the question of, how do you go about running it in production? How many of you have tried running Meteor in production mode on a scalable platform? Hands up. Interesting.
How many succeed? How many succeed? Out of 3, how many you made? It depends what success means then.
So how many of you managed to scale beyond a single server? Brilliant. Fantastic. Interesting. So I was faced with this. I was faced with this choice many months ago, maybe 6 months ago, and I was thinking, okay, interesting. How many people have done it? How are we going to go about it in a manner which I can understand and control, go forth with? Decision was OpenShift. I highly recommend OpenShift for Meteor hosting if you're willing to demeteorize your your production on a daily basis. And big shout out to Kadira. If you are running a production Meteor, do yourself a favor. Sign up with these guys. You will see what's happening on your platform. You'll be able to monitor on a daily basis. You'll be able to spot performance bottlenecks. Or maybe you have something better, but I'm waiting for you. Anyway, so Nitrous. This is what Nitrous looks like. Essentially, you get boxes in the cloud. You can make them pretty big, like this one, and then it's a collaborative development environment. So you get a full IDE. You can develop offline and online, and then sync, which is very, very nice. Our app uses quite a number of packages. Quite a number of them is customized as well, so it's rather big. And I've decided on going with Demeteorizer as opposed to regular bundles. Anybody's tried Demeteorizer versus bundles? Who's going to vote for Demeteorizer versus bundles? I
What's the difference?
it's quite a lot actually in terms of how it handles NPM modules in the first place, and also I found that bundles as such give me incredible headache in terms of installation on something like OpenShift. Any platform as a service, you would need typically, this is my experience, shout if I'm wrong, root access, and you get into very funky situations. If
To recompile.
exactly. Whereas with Demeteorizer, you can deploy semi-automatically as long as you manage to wade through package JSON and kind of clean it up in the first place. So on OpenShift, we're running an interesting setup where you can, well, beta can scale up to 16 nodes, which are hidden behind reverse proxy. And then there's one more node for Mongo. For now, it's a small one, but medium one, but hey, it works. Couple of interesting notes. If you are running an OpenShift, anybody tried OpenShift for Meteor? Interesting, good. Couple of settings that I would highly recommend. First, get yourself a proper CDN. We've gone with Cloudflare. I quite like what Cloudflare offers. I would say one problem with OpenShift, naked domains. Have you tried the problem? I would be interested how you circumvent naked domain. What's naked domain? Without the www, okay? OpenShift is not very good at handling them, so you need to implement a little bit of wizardry, DNS level wizardry, in order to get this going. The simplest, if your volume is not too high, user volume, just get yourself a free account with www.wiser, and they do a marvelous redirect of which can really take some hammering, and they redirect naked domain to www dot. That's all they do, and incredibly useful if you have to deploy in a hurry. Cloudflare, again, why? In production mode, you'll see we had a couple of threats in the first few days of running. I would say a proper CDN with some security built in will save you a lot of sleepless nights if you have it in place. Another one, we are allowing users to upload quite a number of images. Again, Meteor is not particularly good at serving static images. We store images and image transformations with Cloudinary, which comes with its own CDN, but I, again, figured that doubling up with this and Cloudflare actually speeds up access quite dramatically. Again, so get yourself Kadira in terms of performance monitoring. And that's it now. Few moments. So this is what it is right now. This is still in beta. We will be allowing people to sign up and then create their own profiles. Don't sign up from a mobile phone today, because I was playing with the home page and it doesn't quite work on mobile. But here, as a person, you can create your portfolio. Let's see if I can scroll this thing. I can add to my portfolio, so I can build up portfolio of books I've participated in, or written, or edited, or whatever. I can upload my covers. And crucially, I can connect with people whom I want to collaborate with, so I can find them on the platform. But if I am connected with someone, I can check, I can always check their portfolio, but I can work with them and talk to them. So we could collaborate online, and lovely Meteor allows us to have it all in real time. You can create book projects. You know, upload covers and so on, start tasks, and then very soon you'll be able to fund book projects here online, and that's it. So I wanted to thank you for listening to me. Any questions? Sure.